Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for this video. It is my first one of 2025 and it's probably going to be a long one because in today's video, I am going to be sharing every vinyl that was added to our collection in 2024. So this is my latest vinyl collection update video and it's kind of crazy because as I was pulling everything out, I was like, there is so many. There's literally 75 to be exact, between 7 inches and soundtracks and normal albums. There's a little bit of everything in here. And I'm filming this a little bit later than I planned on or wanted to, just because we got sick around the holidays. We got something, it kind of went away, and then we got COVID after that. And it was just like not a fun time. I didn't feel like sitting down and filming a video, and then my voice was sounding weird. I was like, it's not time for that yet, but we are finally better. We've been testing negative. I feel better, I sound better. So I was like, let's finally sit down and make this video so that we can get it out and you all can see my latest vinyl collection update. Now, I do want to add like a precursor to this, that these aren't all records that I myself bought. A lot of them my partner also bought because they're artists or bands that he's also a fan of. Some of them were Christmas gifts or birthday gifts that we received last year. So yes, there is a lot of records in this video. They aren't all ones that we personally bought or that I bought myself. You know, they were gifted to us or somebody else bought them, that kind of thing. So yes, there's a lot and I very much acknowledge that. And so we are also for 2025 trying to dial that back and be more thoughtful on the vinyl that we're purchasing, on whether or not we actually really want them and need them in our collection, so that we don't have another haul of 75, because it's a lot of money spent on records. And even though we do enjoy this hobby, it is quite expensive. So we're hoping to kind of dial that back this year, but I will still obviously let you know when I get some new vinyl. In fact, there's one that was delivered yesterday that I'm so excited to open. You'll just have to wait and see. That video unboxing will be coming so soon. And if you keep up with Taylor Swift and vinyl that she releases, that's the hint I'll give you as to what it could be. So that's like a great segment also to remind you all to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, because subscribing and liking my videos are a great free way to support me and my channel, because with every like or even subscribe that my channel gets, it pushes my content and my videos out to more people who might enjoy watching my videos just like you all do. So I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe if you're not already. And honestly, with knowing how long this video is probably going to be, we're going to end the intro here and just get on to the haul. Now, first, I'm going to start with my collection of 7-inch records that I got in 2024. And because there's going to be so many in this video, I'm not going to fully like open every single one of them and share all the details about them. Most of the records that are going to be in this, I've already done an unboxing of, or like a haul video of the ones that we got. So you can go and watch those if you want like a more in-depth look at what the records contain. I'm just gonna show them and show what the vinyl color is if they're not like a standard black. Let's get into the first ones, which as I said are my 7-inch. I keep all my 7-inch records in this little like wooden bamboo crate that I got from IKEA. If I can find it online, I'll link it in case anyone else is interested. It's like a perfect size to store all of them. Currently, I do have others that aren't in here. These are just the ones that I added. So it holds all of the ones that I have with plenty of extra space. And I just think it's super cute sitting on a shelf. The first ones that I have is actually some of the most recent ones that I collected. They are the Ariana Grande My Everything set of 4 vinyl. We have the Break Free and Break Your Heart Right Back, Love Me Harder and Be My Baby, One Last Time and My Everything. And then the last one in the set of 4 is Problem and Only One. Every single one of these is on a baby pink vinyl, so you can see the color there. They're really cute and I'm happy to have these. Keeping up with Ariana Grande, there is Yes And, which is on a clear vinyl. There's also We Can't Be Friends, which is on a clear vinyl, but this one is kind of like it's got some like smoky swirls in it. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or if it just happened in the pressing, but it looks really cool. I also have The Boy Is Mine 7-inch, also on a clear vinyl, and that's all for Ariana Grande. I got the Houdini 7-inch, which is on a clear vinyl. These were hand stamped by Dua Lipa. The Training Season, which is on a red disc, also hand stamped. I have Noah Kahan Stick Season, which this one had to be shipped from the UK, and the shipping was not bad, honestly. It was only like a few bucks. So the cost to get this over here was very reasonable, and I was excited because I needed this in my collection. Love Stick Season. It is on a clear vinyl. I also have the Record Store Day, Noah Kahan and Olivia Rodrigo, Stick Season, and Lacey. It is the like mauve-y purple color. Moving right into the next artist is Olivia Rodrigo. This is the Bad Idea Right 7-inch. It is on a red disc. Then there's Renee Rapp. This is the Talk Too Much. It is on a red disc as well. This, I believe, was a Singles Day 2023. I just didn't get it until 2024. It was a gift from my brother who didn't get it in on time for Christmas, so he technically gave it to us in 2024, and that's when it was added to our collection. I have one of my new favorite artists that I was collecting a lot of last year is Sabrina Carpenter. This is the Feather. It's on like a pink glitter 7-inch disc. Super cool. And is actually one of the only glitter discs that I have. In fact, I think it is the only one. This is the Sabrina Carpenter Nonsense Christmas 7-inch. It is a standard black. Of course, I have to have the Espresso, which is on a brown disc, and this is one of my favorites. I love Sabrina's 7-inches. She puts so much work into them. Like the center label has like a little coffee stain. It's so cute. I love it. And then I have the Please 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 7-inch, and it is on a glow in the dark pressing. I have not yet actually tested that, but that's what it's supposed to be. So otherwise it's kind of like this milky, like yellowy color. Second to last 7-inch is Selena Gomez Single Soon. This is another one that my brother had gotten us for Christmas 2023. Didn't come in on time, so it technically got added in 2024. As I said, it's the Single Soon, and it is on a white disc. And then the last 7-inch for this video, the last one that I got last year, is the Troye Sivan Rush 7-inch. It is on this very bright neon yellow. I think this one's really cool and super fun to have. I didn't get it from the first few drops, and then one day I was like, I need it. I need this one in my collection, so I added it for sure. There is a couple of others that I had ordered last year, and they haven't come in yet, so technically those ones will be added in 2025 this year, so those will be in my next record collection update video. I don't know if I'll do an unboxing for them just because there's only like 2 of them, and I don't know like how to make a whole video out of that, so I might just make those like a short. So make sure to definitely keep an eye on those because I do like to make shorts sometimes. And now moving into like full-size records, 12-inch, we are going to start with soundtracks, musicals, scores, that kind of stuff. And all of these should be in alphabetical order because that's how they sit on my shelves, so that's how I was pulling them out. Again, there's like 75 total, so if something is out of alphabetical order, sorry, but I really tried my best and they should be in order. The first one is the Beetlejuice soundtrack because we had seen the musical in person, and honestly, it's an incredible show. It is on this fun swirl picture disc. We also have Camp Rock on a translucent green. This one I was a little upset by because I got it on Amazon. It was on sale for like $10 for Black Friday or something. I was like, oh, that's a steal. And half the song skip. And I think somebody had left a comment on my video where I was unboxing this, or they had warned me about that, and that's why it was on sale. And I can confirm that that is probably true because it does skip on the first few songs, which is upsetting. So eventually I'll have to find one that isn't messed up and doesn't skip. This one was a Christmas gift. It is Hannah Montana, the movie soundtrack. It's on a fun, like, marble purple disc. An incredible movie. Honestly, from my childhood, we watched the movie and it still stands. It still holds up. This one is a Christmas album. It is the Home Alone soundtrack. It is on a transparent green disc and a transparent red disc. I love this one. I think the gatefold is super fun. This will be one that I will actually pull out and show you because I just think it's so cool. This one came from Mondo, I believe. This is the front, and then the inserts. Here, I'll show the center first. It's like the house layout. I just think this one is so fun. They put so much like cool thought into this. But you pull the inserts out and it like fits the window, you know what I mean? And you can flip it over. So there's like daytime there with the light, and then there's like the dark, and you can put it back in this way. So then the house looks like everyone's asleep and it's nighttime. Or I like to keep it on the yellow because it just makes it feel more bright and vibrant. I just think that's so cool. And you can use the other inner sleeve too. It's got like some fun little scenes happening. So that's fun. You can play around with like what the front looks like. Moving right along, we then have the Ballad of Songbird Snake soundtrack. It's on a really bright orange color. I also have Lemonade Mouth. It's on this fun yellow and black pressing. I think that one's really cool. It's super fun. I do kind of wish it was more yellow than black, just because like it's Lemonade Mouth. I get where the black is coming from, but I think I would have liked it even more if it was like more yellow, you know? But still fun. Another movie from like the Disney Channel days that still stands the test of time. Absolutely love that movie. I really enjoy the movie Love, Simon, and I think it has some incredible music. So this one had been sitting at my local record store for quite a while, and one day I was like, I'm just gonna get it because I love the movie, I love the soundtrack. It's been sitting here for a while. I might as well take it home. So I have it. It is on a standard black. And then one of my new favorite movies, which could be controversial, I know people loved it, a lot of people did not love it, is the Mean Girls the movie, the musical soundtrack, the movie. Either way, with Renee Rapp, incredible. I love her. I thought the cast was pretty good. Some of the casting wasn't my favorite, but Renee stands, like, incredible. It is on this fun like cotton candy pink, I think is what it was called. And then one of my partners that he purchased is the Minecraft like score soundtrack. It's on this really fun like green splatter pressing. Then I have Red, White, and Royal Blue, the score. It says it's a soundtrack, but honestly, sometimes I get confused between what a score is and soundtrack is, because I believe score is like the music. Soundtrack would be like there's vocals, there's like lyrics to it, and there's not with this. Like it is just like the instrumental, it is just the music. So in my mind, that's like a score. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I very well could be. I don't fully know the difference between the two, but it does say it's the original motion picture soundtrack on here. It is on a fun white disc with blue and red splatters. And then I have the SpongeBob SquarePants movie soundtrack from Record Store Day Black Friday. I knew when I saw the list that I needed to get this one. We got there so early so that we could get what we wanted. And I was afraid that this one was kind of gonna sell out, but there was so many copies left at the store after I had gotten this one. So very excited. It's on a clear disc with some pink and yellow splatters. I think this one is so cool. I honestly just love splatter pressings, especially if they're on a clear disc to really show the pop of color. Hands down, one of my favorite ones that I think we got this last year is the Wicked movie soundtrack from part 1. Obviously, part 2 isn't out yet. I got the special one with the picture disc. So you can see Elphaba here. It's sideways because that's how it goes in the sleeve. So there's that disc. And then disc 2 is Ariana Grande's Glinda. Honestly, I think it's stunning. They put so much work into this. And I love the movie. It is so good. It is totally worth the hype. And I'm so excited for part 2 to come out later this year. Now that is all of the scores, soundtracks, musicals, whatever category that I have. And now we're going to move on to full albums by artists and bands. Again, they are in alphabetical order. They should be, as long as I pulled them out correctly. And also a reminder that not all of these I purchased. Some of them are Connor's, my partner, his favorite artists and bands. So if I don't know everything, like the title of the album, I fully apologize, but it's just not one that I bought, so I don't know all the details of it. So let's get into them. Starting with the letter A, we have Miss Ariana Grande. One of my most recent unboxings, I showed these. This is the Dangerous Woman. It's the like puddle pressing, which is kind of hard to see, honestly, but it's got like a purple puddle in the middle and then it's black on the outside. It's really fun, but it is quite dark, so it can be hard to see, especially like there's glare behind the camera from the open windows. So there's that one. One that I was most excited to get and to see restock is the Sweetener Peach pressing. I have been wanting this one for a few years now. I think the original came out in 2019. I didn't get it because I wasn't record collecting at the time, but I've been wanting Sweetener in my collection for a long time. And when I looked up the different variants, I really wanted the Peaches one, but it was like reselling for a lot of money and I couldn't justify that. So I held out and she restocked them this year, and I am so happy to finally have this one in my collection. Moving to the letter B, we have Benson Boone's Fireworks and Rollerblades. Honestly, genuinely one of my favorite albums that came out of 2024. I feel like sometimes this one gets forgotten about, but it is a great album, like genuinely some incredible songs. And I got the Firework pressing, which I think might be one of my favorite pressings from the year. It's again a clear disc with like a yellow and green and red and blue and white like splatters, and I just think it's so cool, and I think it fits the album so well. Then we have Queen Bee herself, Miss Beyonce. I picked up the Renaissance box set. It's super thick, and I don't have sleeves that fit like thick albums like this. So if you have some that you really like, let me know what they are down below, because I really do want to get one to protect this set. I just don't know which ones are best, and this is like the first one that I've gotten that like doesn't fit into the sleeves that I have. So let me know down below. But this is the Renaissance box set. There's the back. All the discs in this are black. And then also Beyonce, we got Cowboy Carter. This is just the normal version. It's not the box set. I would love to get the box set to kind of complete it, and then when she comes out with Act 3 later, you can have the full like trilogy box set. I think that would be so fun. But this is just the standard version so far. It is the black. We got this before the box set even came out. But the problem with this one is it doesn't have all the songs from the album. That's kind of also another reason that I want the box set version, because it does have every song on the album. But there's Cowboy Carter. This is Bon Iver's I, This is a Connor pickup, so I don't know a lot about this one. It is really cool though that it comes in this like plastic outer like slip case, which adds like all of this detail to the like vinyl outer sleeve. It's super cool, and I really do like the packaging for this one, even though I didn't personally buy it. I think it's super cool. This is also just a black disc. And then we have honestly one of the queens of 2024. She kind of ruled the world with a couple of other pop girlies. It's Miss Chappell Roan. This is Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. It is the Target exclusive Peaches and Cream. Super fun. Again, we had been wanting this album since we heard it, obviously, and we looked up all the different versions, and they started like coming out with quite a few variants, honestly, but this one we thought was the most fun, the Target Peaches and Cream, so we added it to our collection. One of Connor's favorite artists, maybe of all time, is Charli XCX. So he picked up Charli, I believe is what this one was called. It's one of her first albums. It's on a standard black. He also, of course, because everyone had a Brat summer, had to get Brat. I believe this is the Target pressing. It's a vibrant like neon pink with black splatter. I think it's really cool. I tried to talk him into getting one that was like more green color, but he loved this one, which I think is really fun. So there is Brat, an album that I actually really truly liked. I know most people, the majority of people, do not. It's Dua Lipa's Radical Optimism. I think starting super strong with Houdini in Training Season, they were some very strong singles that the rest of the album didn't quite follow suit. It was not as big or exciting as the singles themselves were, which I think is why a lot of people didn't like it. I still like the album. I think it's got some really good songs that eventually I think might become more popular, almost like Lover by Taylor Swift did, where when it was originally released, not a super big album, didn't do very well, but over time it becomes more appreciated, which I think maybe could happen to Radical Optimism. I got the split pressing, so half white, half transparent blue. It does have a side insert, so I'll insert a picture of what that looks like here. The side insert was kind of a letdown just because it's like the size of a CD insert, not a normal vinyl insert. So that was kind of a letdown, but it is cool to still have a signed piece from Dua Lipa. And then one that I don't know if you're going to believe is actually real or not, but it is, because Connor ordered it from his website directly. So it is an official pressing. It's not a bootleg. It is Frank Ocean Blonde. This is an actual pressing, not a bootleg that are super popular. This came directly from his website. He told me that they had been like putting up like random sales of the pressing, and so he was like, why not try, even though a lot of people were like immediately getting theirs canceled and refunded. His went through apparently, so he got blonde and is really super excited to have it. We don't have the record in the back yet, but it is a standard black. Controversial because I really like Taylor Swift. He got a John Mayer album. Genuinely don't know what this one calls. I believe it's The Search for Everything. That's what it says on the spine. I don't listen to John Mayer or his music, never really have or been a fan, but he likes this album, so that's why it's here. It is a black pressing. Oh, my foot's falling asleep from sitting on the floor. And it's gonna start tingling as I like wake it up. Okay, we need to like stretch differently. The last one that's, oh, I kicked the camera. Oh my gosh, what is going on with this video now? And then moving on to the next one, we have Citrusy by Lemon, the drag queen. Honestly, love Lemon since her original season on Canada's Drag Race. And she makes some good music, what can we say? This one is signed by her and it's on a really fun, like bright yellow pressing. It's transparent and it's got a lemon center label. Like the branding, she's there. Oh, my foot's like waking up now and it's so tingly. Ow. Okay, wake up. It hurts, but it also like feels weird and good at the same time. You know, like when your foot falls asleep and it's like waking back up and it starts to tingle. Yeah, that's happening right now. We're gonna keep going on because still have quite a few to get through, and this says it's at like 26 minutes. Obviously it'll be cut down. Hopefully it won't be that long, but it most likely will be. So we have Magdalena Bay. This is Imaginal Disc. It's on a fun, like vibrant, transparent blue. It's some sort of like ocean or wave pressing. I don't know the name. This was a Connor purchase. And then we have Magic City Hippies. Water Your Garden. This is on a baby pink vinyl, very similar to the Ariana Grande 7-inch actually. This is a Connor purchase, so I don't know a lot about this band, honestly. Kind of a new favorite artist that popped up in 2024 is Maud Latour. This album is called Sugar Water. I had to double check because again, this was another Connor purchase. He introduced me to a few of her songs, so I don't fully know the album, but he bought this album. It's super fun. It's also on a blue pressing, very like water vibes similar to Imaginal Disc, but this one isn't as transparent of a disc. Getting into an artist that we got a lot of last year is Noah Kahan. So we'll start with Busy Head. This one is just on a black disc. I believe he also pressed like a yellow one or something, but this was the first one that we got before we saw that there was some other color pressings of it. Then we have Cape Elizabeth. This is the Record Store Day exclusive. So it's on this like fun watery teal blue color. And fun story with this one, it was actually sold out on the day of Record Store Day by the time we had got there, but the guy was like, oh, was there anything you didn't get? And so I told him this. He took my name and number down. He said, if we get more in or one comes back, we'll call you and let you know. So it was like 2 weeks later, I get a call that I gotten another copy of it. And so I immediately paid for it over the phone and went and got it that day. So super excited to have that because it also just helps build up the Noah Kahan album collection, you know? Then we also have I Was, I Am. This is on a blue transparent pressing. This is also a Record Store Day exclusive. Obviously still continuing on with Noah Kahan, we have Stick Season, the album that really made him blow up recently. This is the standard black pressing. I had the green one in my cart and then out of nowhere they canceled and refunded my order, which I did not even know until I went back and checked the tracking. When I saw everyone else had been getting theirs, they had apparently just canceled it at some point and not told me. So I was kind of upset that I didn't get the fun green pressing, but my record store got a ton of shipment of just the standard black. So grab that so we could at least have it. The last one for Noah Kahan is the Town Hall. It is the collaboration version of the album with all the features. This is also a Record Store Day Black Friday exclusive. It's on a really fun like brown that like looks like a tree trunk, or it's just like very woodsy and fits the vibe of the album. I love both the normal and the collaboration side, and I know there is one that's called like We'll All Be Here Forever, I think, which has the 2 in 1 set. I didn't get that. I thought it was fun to get the 2 individually. Next, I have Olivia Rodrigo. This is the Guts Spilled. So this is from Record Store Day or Record Store Day Black Friday. I don't quite remember which. It came in a fun purple sleeve, which I just don't keep it in. I keep it in this one because I think it keeps it more protected. I do have it. It's just like in a stack of other, you know, like PVC and plastic outer sleeves that I just don't keep with the records. It is on a red splatter and then also a purple splatter. I love the purple that I got with this. I think it's so fun. It's got some like pink and white and black in it, and I just think it's so cute. So There is the Gut Spilled from Record Store Day. One of Connor's other favorite artists is Omar Apollo, so he got God Said No. It is on a transparent blue disc. We did go and see Omar this last year, so he was very excited to get to do that. And then of course, that sets off like a whole refound love for an artist when you see them in person. So he had to keep getting his discography in records. So he also got this one, which is Live For Me, and it is on this like fruit punch red pressing. This is a Paper Kites album. This is from Record Store Day. It's evergreen. It has some of like their top songs on it, and it's on this green splatter pressing as well. I remember that this is not really what the mock-up looked like. This is actually quite different. So it was kind of a surprise when we got it home and opened it, and this is what the disc looked like, because it's not what we thought, but it's still a fun one. And I honestly really love the cover. It's like this moody, dark, woodsy scene. So the pressing does pretty much fit that. He also picked up from Record Store Day, Paramore, This Is Why. I don't know a lot about this one, but he really wanted it and really enjoys it. So we have it in our collection. It is on this red transparent pressing. I gotta get the next stack ready. There's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of vinyl because again, there's just so many of them. So we have Remy Wolf. He got a couple of them this last year. This is Juno. I think it's a fun cover, and he really likes Remy and was excited to get some of her records. It's on this bright yellow disc. You got the Remy Wolf Live at Electric Lady. This was a Record Store Day pressing as well. It is on a bright orange disc. One of my favorite artists is Renee Rapp. This is the Everything to Everyone EP on a Golden Waves pressing. This was pressed by Graffiti Records. It was limited to, I don't remember the exact amount, but I had missed the launch of them by like 2 hours, and so of course it was sold out. And thankfully they announced later that they were releasing like 1,000 more or something, and so I was able to get one from the extended drop, and I am so excited because I've been waiting on this EP to be pressed in literally forever since I first heard it. So very, very excited to have this one. And there's the pressing again. Also for Renee Rapp, this is Snow Angel. I have a couple versions of this, but last year I got the Urban Outfitters Highlighter Yellow. I think it's so fun. It's so vibrant and it's transparent. You can kind of see through over here. This is honestly the one that I probably grabbed the most this is probably the one that I grabbed the most often when I want to listen to this album. Then we have Sabrina Carpenter. As I said, I was trying to collect her discography this last year earlier, so I got a lot of the 7 inches. This is Evolution. It is the standard black. I bought it right after Christmas time. I also have the Emails I Can't Send. It's the Bone White. I think I got this on Record Store Day Black Friday. It's not like a RSD exclusive or anything. That's just the day I got it. I was so excited to get Fruitcake finally because I wasn't able to get it last year for Christmas when it dropped, but I got it this year. It is the green. And then lastly for Sabrina Carpenter is of course Short and Sweet. You can't go the year without getting this album on vinyl. I mean, one of the best albums to come out of the year. It's incredible. This was also signed. I'll put a picture of what the signed insert looks like over here, but it is also on a blue pressing. It must have been the year for blue pressings because I swear all of these are blue, but super excited to have this one and an incredible album, honestly, truly. This one is called The Sugar Machine by Slender Bodies. I don't know this album or this band. It's not one that I listen to. It is one that Connor listens to, and so he got this. It is on a, I don't even know what this is called, but it's like super swirly. It's got all these different colors in it. He was telling me that when he pre-ordered it, there was like a mock-up of what it was going to look like. And then eventually they were like, sorry, we can't make the disc look like the actual mock-up, but we have this other one if you want it. Or you can get what the new version actually looks like. He held out for it and he really likes it, even though it's not originally what it's supposed to be. So there's that one. If you know anything about this band, let me know down below. We have Still Woozy, Love C. Another one of his favorite artists that we did see last year too. So of course, after we saw him live, he had to get the album. It's on a like lilac violet-y purple disc. Kind of a new favorite artist of mine is Tate McRae. I got Think Later. It is on a standard black, but this album is so fun. I think it's so good and I'm so excited for her newest music that she's been releasing and for the newest album. So can't wait to hear that. And then as most of you know, oh my gosh, I'm out of breath just from like moving these big stacks of vinyl around. If you've been watching my channel for the last several months, you would obviously know that Taylor Swift is one of, if not, definitely is, my favorite artist of all time. I think she's incredible. I love her music. And you would know that the Tortured Poets Department came out last year in April. And of course, as a Taylor Swift variant collector, I had to get all the ones that were available. So we'll go through them super quickly. We are getting to the end here, so I have like one left after we get through her. So for the Tortured Poets Department, we have the manuscript, the Target exclusive, which is clear. Same as like the Beyonce one, I guess. These don't fit in the normal record sleeves, like all together, because these have a booklet in them and it's several discs. This one is actually only 2. It's the anthology that's 4, so it doesn't fit in one either. So I actually end up putting them in 2 separate sleeves. The whole outer sleeve, you know, that has the book in it in one sleeve, and then I have these cardboard inserts with the discs themselves in another, so it keeps them better protected that way, and so they're not like trying to bust out of the seam. But this is the manuscript, the Target exclusive on the clear vinyl. There is the manuscript on the white one. This one was also signed, so I'll put a picture up here so you can see my signed insert from this one. This is the Bolter edition, and it came on this like brown, beigey, tan color. There is the Albatross, which is on a gray color vinyl. I think this one is super fun, knowing that albatrosses are like around water and stuff. And the photo for this one, she's by the beach. Quite smart. I don't think I caught that the first time that I was like opening these and everything. And then one of my favorite editions, which might be my favorite, is the Black Dog. I know a lot of people don't like this picture. I love this picture and I love the black. And it was on just a black vinyl, but for some reason, I love the standard black. I think it is so good, and I think it fits so well for this cover specifically. And then the anthology came out, which I do have as well. And on like Spotify, this is the cover for the anthology, but this is just the normal version of the album without the anthology. And I was like, what is the anthology pressing going to have as the cover if you've already used it for the Black Dog edition? And it's this one right here. Like, this one fits so well. I think this is perfect, and you can see the pressings for this are all different colors that reflect the original 4 colors. So this is the gatefold for the original anthology, the front, the back. I'll show you the discs because I think they're so good. You've got the clear, you've got this like gray swirled marble color. There is more of like a golden tan, and then a darker, almost black marble smoky color. And so I really, really love, there's so much dog hair in these. They're not actually in the disc, it's just like sticking to the plastic. Because if you don't know, I have 2 dogs and they shed like freaking crazy. I think it was so smart to like pull from the original pressings to make up the anthology. I think it was so smart. One of my favorite pickups from this year, and I was so excited when they announced that it was going to be released on Black Friday. I was one of the first people in line, and luckily my Target, they like took people's names down with an order of exactly what you wanted. So I didn't even have to wait out in the cold. Once the store opened, I was able to go inside into the self-checkout and purchase the ones that they had set aside for me. So I got the CD, the vinyl, and the tour book, obviously. And now for the last vinyl that I got in 2024, the last one that was added to our collection, not the last one that was added, but the last one in this video, because it's in alphabetical order, was Wallow's the 5th anniversary edition of Nothing Happens. This was a Record Store Day exclusive. So there is the front of the jacket, and the back is this really fun white with blue splatters. I love this album, and I love the band Wallows. This is the only one of their albums that I actually have. I would love to get their other ones, but this one came out for Record Store Day, and I was like, yeah, might as well add it because I like their music, and I don't have any yet, and it's a fun Record Store Day exclusive pressing. So I was super excited to get this one. Well, that is it. Looking at the time on this video, it says 43 minutes. Hopefully I'm able to cut it down a little bit because I know that that's a long video. And so if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for watching my first one of 2025. I hope you enjoyed it. maybe you found a record in here that you have and you really love as well, or maybe you found one you're like, hey, I would love to have that in my collection too. I just can't thank you all enough for watching my videos last year, and I am very excited to see where this channel goes in 2025. As I said in the beginning of this video, if you would, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And for your comment down below, let me know what your favorite pickup was from 2024. I would love to know, because maybe it's one that I would love to add to my wish list too. And I love chatting with you all down there too. So I would love to chat with you about your favorite records and just hear what they were. I'm going to kind of wrap this up here. Again, thank you all so much for watching this video. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.